Well, guys, we got ourselves another update concerning Sara and her journey through this whole thing that she's going through in the ICU and her heart and all this stuff that's going on, trying to figure out what's going on. So, stick around. The Vochek experience starts right now. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video of the Vochek experience, where idiots are still always us. Always me. Like I said before, you gotta still try to be an idiot in these trying times. And trying times, yes they are. Like I said in the intro, got another update for you about Sara and her being in the hospital and being in the cardiac ICU. Just yesterday, myself, my mother, Sara's dad, and our best friend Amanda went out to Pittsburgh to see her, mainly because the medical team and the doctors wanted to get together with us to kind of have like a roundtable discussion about what's currently going on. And if you watched my previous video, I mentioned that they were working her up and getting her prepared for a possible heart transplant. So they wanted to talk to us a little bit more about that and give us a little bit more information about what's going on and what led them to come to that conclusion. So we went out there, and there was about, I think, 5 doctors that were there. And of course, you know, we had our little, introduction with everybody going around. And yeah, we found out some more things. And actually some things were a little difficult to hear. But, of course, gotta know what's going on. So we had to hear them whether we wanted to or not, really, But essentially, according to especially the cardiac doctor, he was talking about how, specifically how her heart is doing. In a previous video, I think I mentioned that her heart was working between 40 and 45%. While here, about a couple weeks later, since they've done that one test to determine that, her heart right now is functioning at between 5% and 10%. So that is a big drop in heart function in the last couple of weeks since I had that information. So yeah, her heart is not doing any better. Her heart is actually getting worse. And it really, they really do not understand what's going on. Because, I mean, Sara is a 31-year-old woman, and they're at a complete loss as to how somebody that young could be declining so quickly, especially with their heart. They said that, you always hear about these people who have congestive heart failure who have had it for years and years and years. They said that in those kind of cases, you see the heart slowly decline over the years. But in Sara's case, her decline was like straight down. Like, it just started getting worse, and it just stayed getting worse. But yeah, they said that her heart is working at between 5 and 10%, and that is with the assistance of these certain heart drugs that they are giving her to help her heart get a little bit of a boost and to help try to, pump that blood, to her body and to her organs. So who knows what it would be if they, if she wasn't on those heart meds. So that was kind of shocking to learn yesterday. And basically, during our discussion, they also said that yes, they are looking at the possibility of a heart transplant because her heart is getting so weak and so bad, that's pretty much the only recourse, really. However, Sara herself is also really weak and sick. She's still, laying in bed and stuff. I mean, they got her sitting up every so often, and physical therapy comes in to help her a little bit, but she still can't really stand up on her own. She can't walk on her own. According to her herself, she told us yesterday that she is constantly in pain, most likely due to the fact that she hasn't really used her muscles, in about 2.5 months. But I mean, they do have physical therapy coming in, working with her and stuff. But according to the doctor, in order for them to really consider doing a heart transplant, she needs to be, way stronger than what she is now. To the point where she could get up out of bed herself, that she can walk around by herself and all that stuff. So, but until that happens, they really don't recommend doing a heart transplant right now, because in her weakened state, it's more of a chance that, when they open her up and stuff, she would not survive the surgery. So they want to try to get her, a little more, with her strength and everything, get her better with that. And he also said that typically patients that are, in her condition, in her state, typically only survive about a year or so. So while we, have some time, we don't have a whole lot of time. And that was another thing that kind of caught us off guard when he said, that patients, with her kind of condition typically only live about a year or so. So we're kind of, under the ticking clock to get her strength up and everything, but only if she is willing. Basically, they said that for the most part, the ball is pretty much in Sara's court right now. If she wants to get better, if she's willing to put in the effort and the work to get stronger. So that's, that's up to her. We can encourage her as much as we want to, but ultimately the decision is hers. So, but I'm fairly confident that she would want to, work really hard to get back to where she was so that we can get this done. That's my understanding, especially after knowing her for over 10 years now, being with her, for 7 years, married to her 6 years, she is a fighter. So I'm fairly confident she is going to want to fight this and get herself stronger to get the transplant. So that's pretty much what we're working with here. And the doctor also gave her 50-50 odds. 50% that it could go a bad way and 50% chance it goes a good way. It just, it all depends on how she recovers, how fast she recovers, and if they can get her recovered enough that they can do this surgery. And of course, like I said, this was a hard thing to hear. It was a good visit. Don't get me wrong, it was a good visit. I enjoyed visiting Sara, hanging with her, talking with her, and everything, just being beside her and everything. But it was also not a so good visit because we were basically hearing this news and the doctors felt that it was better if we were all there in person when they told us all this information. That way, if any of us had any questions, we could pretty much ask the questions and get them answered. So pretty much as of right now, the valve replacement surgery that we were talking about weeks and weeks ago, like a month ago, is not viable. That's not an option. The only option really right now is a heart transplant, but that depends on Sara getting her strength back and getting to, the level that they want it to be to even authorize the transplant. Because as the doctor said, they don't want to do the transplant if, the odds are pretty much they're going to, die on the table or something. They want to make sure that that heart that they're transplanting with, has a good chance of succeeding in somebody, who has a good chance of succeeding. So they want to make sure that Sara is strong enough to succeed to get this transplant. So all you guys out there, keep praying for her. Keep, she just needs a lot of good vibes, a lot of encouragement. So just keep with the positive vibes, the prayers, and all that stuff. She just needs to get better. I mean, we don't want anything to happen. We want her to get better. I want her to get better. So we need to get her, we need to pray that a miracle happens and we get her better and we get that surgery. That is the main goal as of right now. And I also wanted to let you guys know that last week I started a GoFundMe page to help with expenses and everything, especially with traveling back and forth to Pittsburgh. Gas isn't cheap, all that stuff, food and stuff. So I put a link in my link tree in the description below for that GoFundMe. So if you are interested in donating to the cause, go check out that link. And I'm also going to put a QR code in this video as well, so that you can just scan that QR code and it'll take you right to where you need to go to donate if you so choose. I'm not saying you have to donate, but if you can't donate, prayers and good vibes are always welcome. And if you can, share the crap out of this GoFundMe so that we can get the word out, so we can raise some money to help Sara out, to help, me out and everything, so that we can continue to go out to see her and we can continue, saving up some money for when she does have this operation. It's gonna be a toll. It's going to be a toll. And I'm not really one to beg and ask for money or anything like that. So it's up to you guys if you want to donate. Like I said, I'm not forcing anybody or anything. If you want to just get onto the GoFundMe page and share it, go for it. Anything you can and will help out. So, but with that being said, that's the update. That's where we're at. This is what we're looking at. So yeah, let's get some positive vibes going for Sara and some more prayer and everything so she can get better. But on that note, that's it for this update. As always, if you enjoy getting these updates, please hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you get notified of future updates, because I know I'm going to be posting more updates along with my other regular videos that I post. And of course, if you want to support this dumb little channel of mine, hit that join button, become a member of the Idiot Squad, because we'd love to have you. And of course, you can also follow me on all the major social medias. All those links are all down below. Check out the merch store. That link is also down below. And the audio podcast, Idiots Are Us, The Story of Me, that's on all the major podcasting platforms. Check that out if you can. And I just hope that you all are having a good day. I hope that you enjoy getting these updates and everything. And of course, if you have any questions at all, feel free to put them in the comments, and I will get back to you, as soon as I can with, those comments and everything. But anyway, I hope you're having a good day, good night, good week, good weekend, whatever the case is when you're watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. So, bye for now.